Hello everyone, Grandmaster VAR AKOBIAN here, and with my student Jonathan Macting, and we're going to look in a game at the from 1000 GM tournament, and this is the IM Norm section in St. Louis. In this game, we have IM Stefanov facing Julian PROLEIKO. Let's take a look at this game. E4, C5, sharp opening response, Sicilian defense from PROLEIKO. Let's take a look. Knight F3, D6, and now we have the rare guest Queen takes D4. Of course, Knight
the Carlini one,
the main line, but White plays the move Queen D4. The idea behind this move, Jonathan, that White wants to complete more development, more pieces out. Okay, that's what he wants to do. Now, A6, C4, activating the center. Knight C6. So again, when you see a move like C4, that tells you White wants to go for the big center. White wants to go for that hedgehog setup, okay? Hedgehog setup. So now he goes here, Knight C6, Queen E3, G6, Bishop E2, castles. Knight C3 developing the pieces. White is going for the space in this game. Now B3. The idea behind B3 is to try to put the bishop accurately on B2 and then connect the rooks. And then you will put your rooks, let's say rook AC1, rook FD1, and you have a very comfortable position. Knight F6, bishop E2, castles. Rook AB1. Idea behind this move, rook AB1, that when you move the knight, let's say knight D5, and opponent captures, you can actually take back with a pawn without worrying about your bishop hanging on B2, okay? So that's the thing. You're not going to have to worry about your bishop hanging on B2. So knight D7, rook FD1. Knight C5, rook D2. Just, getting ready to double up the rooks and go for the central advance and breaks. Queen A5 played. Black is playing very aggressive, as you can see. Double up the rooks. Rook B8. Not sure about this move. This rook is already developed. I don't see a reason why we have to go back on B8. I mean, I see the reason.
Break, yeah.
The reason is to play B5, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're already there.
That's something super necessary, okay? I am not sure if that's super necessary, okay? So I would have maybe, play knight E7 or look for some other options here, But okay, he went here. Knight D5. Knight comes in. Takes. And knight is quite strong now on D5 and is putting pressure on E7 as well. So I really like how this knight is very centralized here. And from the first glance, by looking at the position, Jonathan, can you tell us why and what are the reasons, you think White might be better? If you think, first of all, if White is better.
Well,
give us some reasons.
I like the knight is almost outposted. They still have E6 and like some ideas, but like you have your development's completed. You already have 2 rooks on that file, so after they do dislodge the knight, you'll just simply win the D pawn, and then they're not going to be able to push forward because you can just expand with E5.
Yeah. Like let's say if they play E6, you just simply go here. Look at this.
Yeah, pop.
Boom.
Yeah.
Attack.
Yeah.
Now you're forking him. If it takes, look at that. Chaka. And you picking up that knight.
Oh, that's a clever way to pick up that knight. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see that tactically at all, by the way. It was just that like the pieces are in such good places that the pieces are kind of, they can do that themselves. They're tied together so well with the outposted knight, the doubled rooks, good development, and good center control. Yeah, it's awesome.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And now H5, continuing the advance. I like how White is just accurately pushing, and now he's trying to get a wedge pawn. H6 played. Black is trying to stop it.
Makes sense.
G4, attack it. And now the best move is F5, but again, it's not easy to move to play because it really weakens the position. But I can tell you the move G5 I don't quite like because then light squares are just super weak. And now it's actually a very nice play by Stefanov. Takes knight B6. The reason this is very good because it's threatening knight D7 fork and also threatening to pick up the pawn on D6. So it's very difficult to defend against both of his threats. So he goes here, Just takes. Now, before trying to make things complicated, 97. Stefanov is playing very clearly here. Rook f4, c5.
Oh, c5 is so strong.
That's a very nice move, strengthening the rook position, so you can move the knight. Queen c3 played. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of other moves to play here, but rook e1 is fine too.
Keeps the e-pawn safe later when the queen moves.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're babysitting different pawn.
And now just simply takes. He eliminates. And the king is just too weak.
Yeah.
And now f3, just defense, no checks,
oh,
no anything.
I love that. That's so pretty.
And now knight is queen h8 is on top.
Oh, and the knight's watching h4. That's crazy.
Absolutely. And he just simply resigned because there is nothing really you can do. If rook can go to d7 even. That's just completely winning.
What an attack!
So excellent win. And what we learned from this game, you want to centralize your knight and have that outpost on d5, and then you double up your rooks, okay? And that's what we learned, that if you have a strong knight like that, some really good things can happen, okay?
But I would also add that, like, even though it could be like a half outpost, like the pawn could come up, the other development was so caught up that you just get to take so many different. You either create a weakness by lifting e6 or e5, or you're able to just utilize this outposted knight forever.
The knight just became too strong there, and it was just game over after that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, good stuff. Good job, Jonathan, and we'll be back with more videos for you